I am pleased to announce the start of a new series.
The PhoenixWings Guide to Heroics of the Super Variety.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I'm working on it. Sup guys, Phoenix here, bringing you the start of a new show we stubbornly insist on calling The PhoenixWings Guide to Heroics of the Super Variety. Partly because I'm kind of fond of wordy titles, but also because if I use the word superhero in the title of a video, DC and Marvel will show up at my door with cease and desist letters. Again. You roast a couple of personifications of corporate entities over a fire one time. Anyway, if you're tuning in, that means, be it by the machinations of science or an unusual twist of fate, you have been given the opportunity to become a superhero, and you want to take it. Good for you, rookie. Being a superhero is awesome. Never mind all that stress, pressure, potential loss of life and limb. Adventure, fame, some other third thing. This video, and all those like it, are designed, really, to allow me to ramble about superheroes for extended periods of time while operating under the guise of educating superhero hopefuls like yourself. But let's focus on the education bit, because it makes me seem less sad. Now, if you're here to train up on how to fight or learn how to control your powers, I respectfully refer to you to the two institutions across the street. I'm garbage in a fight, and as Wings can tell you, I still combust against my will on a weekly basis. What? Ah! Get it off! Get it off! Sorry about that. So, no, I'm not actually going to be providing you with the skills to be a superhero. Those you have to find on your own, though we might do an episode on how you could do that later. This series will be covering some other, no less important information you will need to know on how to become a superhero. And today we'll be talking about defining your role. Years of obsessing over this kind of thing has led me to a bit of knowledge. Broadly speaking, there are two kinds of superheroes: crime fighters and day savers. I really don't like that second name, but it was pretty hard to find something else to call them, so I'm just going to go with it. Crime fighters, as the name might lead the more clever of you to suspect, fight crime. These are your street-level heroes, your Batmen, Daredevils, and Spider-Men. They use their superpowers to fight ordinary crime as part of their day-to-day routine. They can fight supervillains too, but their supervillains are essentially criminals with superpowers. Day savers, on the other hand, leave that kind of stuff to the police. They have other fish to fry: alien invasions, rampaging monsters, natural disasters, supervillain conquerors, that sort of jazz. They save people and the day from whatever the threat is this week. These are your Supermen, Wonder Women, and your Iron Man. Now, before all you day savers get that insufferably smug look on your stupid asteroid-punching faces, let me be clear that neither role is superior to the other. Crime fighters fight for the little guy, and when you're taking on major crisis, you tend to overlook that guy because holy crap, robot army! On top of that, because of the scale that they fight on most days, crime fighters cause a lot less collateral damage. You know, excluding season finales. This isn't to say that heroes don't have any overlap when it comes to their roles. Batman, The Flash, and Spider-Man are just a few crime fighters known to step up to the plate when it all goes to wormhole buggery. And I'm sure Superman stopped at least one bank robbery out of boredom, or maybe just to show off, like always. Yeah, Bruce, I stopped one of those bank robberies you always talk about. I thought you said they were hard. Anyway, I'm gonna go save the day again. Whoosh. So, my young pupils, what role then do you fall under? If you can answer that question now, feel free to leave. I've already taken attendance, no need to stay until the end of class. But if you're a good student, stick around and let's go over some points to help you figure out your role as a hero. It comes down to a question of ability, range, and need. What are you equipped to handle on a regular basis? Because while I'm sure Daredevil could have fought an alien invasion, or took out a few robots, let's be honest, it's not something he could handle all the time. Thus, he fills the role of a crime fighter. Similarly, if you live in a certain city and don't have the scratch or the speed to go anywhere in the world when you're needed, you're pretty much only protecting that city, if that. More likely you'll cover a district or two in that city because cities are enormous when you have to leg it everywhere. Need will tie into your abilities. Coming back to the example of Superman, he could spend all his time making the police obsolete as a crime fighter, but that would be a waste of what he could do, to say nothing of showboating. Or, to sum it up into the words of the great Teddy Roosevelt, do what you can, using the powers and skills you have, where you are. And also carry a big stick. I may have paraphrased that, but the spirit holds true. Class dismissed.